End of the week, kick off the screen glow. Bottles in the back row, let the stress just go. Hey! Pull up a chair, you made it through the grind. Carlos in the spotlight, pouring peace of mind. We got stories in the glass, legends in the burn. News on the barrel, take another turn. Welcome to the whiskey corner, raise that glass up to the fire. If you feel that burn, it means you're living. If you're here tonight, you're wired. To the whiskey corner, let the long week fade to black. Take a sip, lean in, we're just getting started. Once you're here, you'll keep coming back. Ember in the light, slow river in your hand. Bourbon on the banner, we're a rowdy little band. Laughs in the chat, names rolling off the screen. We're chasing every flavor like a teenage dream. Welcome to the whiskey corner, raise that glass up to the fire. If you feel that burn, it means you're living. End of the week, end of the year. I push that door and the room starts to cheer. Carlos smiles from his little red chair. Says, you know your glass has been waiting right there. Friday night at the whiskey corner, starting off the year just right. Raise it up for my brother Carlos, let it burn, let it warm our lives. We got whiskey for the weekend story, we got trouble we can leave behind. Friday night at the whiskey corner, let it pour this time. Whoa. Smoke in the air from a fresh rolled spark. Ashtray glows like a fire in the dark. Friends drift in with their worn out shoes, trading those scars for a bottle of truth. Friday night at the whiskey corner, starting off the year just right. Raise it up for my brother Carlos, let it burn, let it warm our lives. We got whiskey for the weekend story, we got trouble we can leave behind. Friday night at the whiskey corner, let it pour this time. New Year letters written in rye. Sip by sip, we're crossing that line. Cigar embers falling like stars, laughing so loud we forget who we are. Oh yeah, Friday night at the whiskey corner, starting off the year just right. Raise it up for my brother Carlos, let it burn, let it warm our lives. Yeah, we got whiskey. Welcome to the game. Carlos at the bar cam, line of amber, all stars, little heat in every glass, big talk, whiskey radar. This is the whiskey corner, raise that pour up high, bourbon talk, bigger laughs, let the good times fly, breaking news in every sip, friends are walking through the door, you'll live with Carlos at the whiskey corner. Come on in, let's pour. Single malt, right, new drop.
Whoa, hey.
This is the whiskey corner. Raise that pour up high. Bourbon talk, bigger laughs. Let the good times fly. Breaking news in every sip. Stories spill into the floor. You'll live with Carlos at the whiskey corner.
All right, that was weird. Was there like tons of lag? I don't know. Was there like an issue when you guys were watching all of that? All right, first off, can you guys see me and hear me? I guess we'll start there. I don't know, that was weird on my end. It kept like it kept pausing on my end. Okay, music stopped and started. That's weird. It was the video. Did the video keep going? Echo. All right, so there is an echo. Let me see. Hold on one second, guys. It's crazy because I have not touched anything since we last met. So everything should be the same. And if we didn't have an echo before, why is there an echo now? All right, how about now? Do you guys still hear that echo? Okay, no echo. All right, cool. Yeah, that was weird. On my end, it was like it was pausing, and then I'm going to the tab on YouTube, and I'm seeing like what the hell's going on, and then it wouldn't let me back on the tab for StreamYard. So that was really weird. I don't know. And I'm not on Wi-Fi. I am connected directly. So unless I'm having some internet issues, I don't know. But what is up, y'all? Thanks for being here. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let me know if you guys have any issues. I'm sure I'm seeing that you guys can hear me, so that's good. If the video lags or anything like that, definitely let me know as well. But what is up? We made it to Friday, another Friday night. It's a drinking night, right? It's a drinking night. I believe so. I don't know about y'all, but I try not to drink during the week. Although sometimes when I'm doing videos or whatever, I do that. But you know, I leave my drinking to the weekend. So let's start off this weekend. Thank you to everybody that is currently here right now. You guys are all awesome. I've been seeing some of y'all there. What are we going to start off with? So you guys know that we're going to do live reviews today. We got the Coy Hill, we got the Reveries, and we got the Heaven Hill 90th anniversary. So the Coy Hill and the Reveries are both bottle pops. The 90th Heaven Hill, I already popped that. I actually shot a video that I haven't edited yet. So it won't be my first time reviewing that. I will be completely transparent with y'all. But you guys haven't seen the review yet, so we'll do a live review now. What are we going to drink? I should have probably gotten that. That's what I was supposed to be doing when the intro was playing. I always go and I get a drink then. And then the intro started to mess up, so I don't know. What do y'all think? What should we start off the stream with? I don't want to get into anything overly high, although the Coy Hill, spoiler alert, is not a hazmat, right? I don't have a hazmat one, and I'm fine with that. I've tasted the hazmat ones. I've tasted the lower proof ones, not this one in particular, but I have tasted Coy Hill before, and whether it's a hazmat or it's a lower proof one, I still like it. I like Jack Daniels. So I saw that somebody, Lip Service Crew, what's up? Put 1924. All right, well, I guess that's what we're drinking. That's what we'll start off with. And that's perfect because it's only 100 proof. That didn't sound that good. Let's go. Did you guys hear a squeak? I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Those are for those three. How to get a glass. So let's cheers it up for tonight. So we got a good show tonight, y'all. We are going over those 3 reviews. We're going to do a free giveaway. So for all the giveaways, you have to be here. If you're not here and you win, then I run it again. So we're going to do a free giveaway. So somebody's going to be a lucky winner and get a 2 ounce of the Coy Hill for free. So we'll run that in a little bit. And then we're also doing the paid one. And I'll do this. So if you guys want to do super chats, Venmo, PayPal, $5 gets you in. And I shall show you what those are. So first off, the sample pack is what you're going in for. And that's going to have the Reverie 7, the Heaven Hill 90th anniversary, and the Coy Hill. So it's going to be a 3-pack of 2 ounces of each of those. And then, well, wait, there's more. We have this. Hold on. I'm off camera. I thought this was cool. So I saw this at one of my local liquor stores. Shout out to Luke's Connection. It's called Trail Mix. And it's like the 3 different offerings from Wilderness Trail. So that's going to be the other giveaway as well. So we got 2 giveaways. We got this, and we got the 3 ounce, the 3 2-ounce samples of what we're drinking tonight. So that's pretty good. And then, like I said, one lucky person, we're going to do like a word later, and then somebody can win a 2-ounce sample of that Coy Hill just for free, right? So we got 1924 here, and yes, this is the new one that I reviewed, the 2026 one. I had to put stickers on the back because there's no differentiation. Like, do you guys know how to differentiate what year it is? I don't know, because they all look the same. Like, all my 3 bottles, so 24, 25, and 26, all look the same. Somebody told me laser codes, but then I don't know if that's really true. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that I just bought this one and they just got it in. So the assumption is that that's a 2026, right? So yeah, I had to put stickers on the back because I don't know which one is which unless I do that. But we got a cheers for y'all. Let me know what you guys are drinking here. I'm gonna go say what's up to everybody. But cheers to everyone right now. I'm gonna take a sip. Cheers. Yeah, that. So you guys know I said in a video that I wasn't going to buy that. Then everybody started saying that it was really good. Everybody started saying that it was awesome, and I'm like, so I ended up buying it. And you know what? I am so glad that I bought it because this Old Forester 1924, whoo, it's good. That 2026 batch, it is good. Now, it's all obviously up to your palate, right? Everybody has different palates. Everybody has different tastes. For my particular taste, the 2024 one was my favorite, hands down. I picked the 2024 one over the 2025 last year. But this, if you guys saw my blind, yeah, it beats both of them to me. It brings me back to what I loved about the 2024 batch. So shout outs to Old Forester. They definitely did their thing on this 2026 batch. So we have Tor up here. We have Randall the Express Erickson. What's up, Randall? What's up, Tor up? Thank you guys for being here. That was me. Off Topic Whiskey, Lip Service Crew. Thank you all for being here. Russ L. That's awesome. Jeff Castle. What's up, brother? Thanks for being here. Rob Rhodes. What's up, man? Mike Brock. What's the deal, man? How are you? Oh, crap. Sugar Kitty is in the house. Meow. What's up, man? Let me see. At PZ. Oh, you were the one that said I had an echo. So do you still hear an echo, PZ? Let me know. But thanks for being here. Cheers. Let me see. Anybody else? Am I missing anybody? Oh, James Caldwell, what is up, brother? Thanks for being here. I think, okay, PZ, I think that means clear. Okay, cool. Yeah, clear. All right, perfect. WV Bourbon guy, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Hey, what's up, man? Tamil Drummer. Thank you for being here. I know that you said that you might not be able to get on. I didn't reply back to you yet, but thanks for being here. Appreciate you, brother. Bourbon Lover is here. What's up, brother? Go and check out Little Old Fashioned. Awesome channel. Go and check out a whole bunch of these channels. We got WV Bourbon Guy. We have... who else do we have there? Off Topic Whiskey. Go check out all these awesome channels, guys. Mike Goose, what's up? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, crap. We have Deb and Brian. Thanks for guys for being here. Go and check out Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiast. Awesome channel. B-Og finally caught alive. Oh, nice. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. We got my boy Josh. What's up, Josh? Thanks for being here, man. Oh, Rob. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Rob is starting it off. So, again, the 3 samples of what we're drinking tonight, and then the Wilderness Trail Mix is the other. And this is actually really cool. Like, I've never seen this before, guys. I actually bought 2 because I bought one for myself because I don't have all the Wilderness Trails. I think the only one I have is the wheated one. But this has all 3 of them. The wheated, the rye, and the regular bourbon. So I personally like Wilderness Trail. So that's cool that you get it in like a 3-pack there. And the great thing about it is that I just love that name. Trail Mix. That's an awesome name. Shout out to their marketing department with that name, right? Crack the 2023 Baker's 13. Collecting the salsa vanilla and oak and nuts. Okay, awesome. I don't know if it was the 2023 that I just didn't care for, Randall. I know I like the 2024, and I haven't tasted the 2025, I don't think. But I do have a bottle of the 2024. There was one before the 2024. I don't know if it was the 23 or the 22, maybe. I don't know. There was one before the 24 that I didn't care for. So let me know what you think since you just cracked it, man. But that's an awesome pour. Oh, Tama, thank you so much. Appreciate you joining the raffle, man. Appreciate that. As a bourbon newbie, 1910 is my top currently. I love the JDBPP stuff as well, the 93. Yeah, like, so there's always a thing like some people like 1920s. And some people like 1910s. I'm a 1910 fan. I think to me, the 1920 is a little bit too hot. So I'm team 1910. So that's a great pour, man. And if you ever have any questions, definitely do not hesitate to ask, man. Since you're saying that you're new to bourbon. Drinking SD single barrel cask strength. All right, Mike Goose. What's up, Mike? I don't think I shouted you out earlier. What's up? All right. I think we're getting down to the end. Oh, crap. Jeremy, what's up, brother? Thanks so much for getting on and for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here, man. And thanks for that. Rob Rhodes. Hey, what's up, MD? How you been, man? I got your whiskey corner. What do you call those things? It's not a Glen. It's the other one. So your whiskey corner glass, I got it. So I just got to send it out, man. But thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. All right, it's getting a little hot here. Let me turn this fan on and let's start pulling out some of these bottles, guys. So I should have already had it up here, but you know me, I do stuff last minute. So here it is. Here's the bad boy. Coy Hill, 123.9 proof. So, it'd be good. I don't know if I'm going to do it on this stream, but it would be good to put this up against just a regular Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, right? I don't know. See how they really stack up when they're this low, right? Now it says that the barrel entry was 2013. So, and the bottling date was 2024. So what, 11 years? Okay. I mean, that's some pretty good numbers, right? Cheers, everyone. And again, that's the 2026 batch of the 1924. All right. Then the Rye Guy is part of a crew here in Florida that picked these, the Reveries 7. Now, I have to admit, I have never had a Reveries. Now, this is in, I guess, collaboration with Take 8. I've never had a Reveries, but I've heard good things. This one's 126.3 proof, 7 years. So I'm excited to get into this. Obviously, that was, I believe, like at the end of last year, and I just couldn't get into it. Or maybe at the beginning of the year, and I just couldn't get into it. And then lastly, we got the Heaven Hill 90th. So the way that we're going to do this is that I have a fireplace playing. I have a TV on the other side of the camera, and the fireplace is playing, and all I'm hearing is the crackling of the logs. So I had to mute that. Had to mute that. All right. Let's see. No, it's not a rocks glass. Oh, Kenzie glass. There we go. That's what I have. So the whiskey corner glasses are Kenzie glasses. I don't think I have one here. Oh, no, I got one here. Kenzie glasses. And I'm talking to them right now. I don't think I want to do a Glencairn. I might do a perfect dram glass, which is like a small, it's kind of like a little bit smaller than these Asian Or glasses. I like those. I don't know what the next one is going to be. We'll see. Starting with an old bottle of ETBIB. Nice. Is that the black cap? Because now I guess technically an old bottle is also the screw cap, the blue screw cap, right? Hey, what's up, Michael Bortner? Thanks for being here, man. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Love you too, Brian. You and Deb are freaking awesome. You guys got to let me know when you come back down here. And we can chill more, right? Heaven Hill 90th is nice. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I think about it yet, but I'm not gonna say I agree or disagree yet, right? All right, guys, let's freaking pop this Coy Hill, because even though it's not a hazmat, I want to already start getting I don't know. It looks like there's a piece of tape there. Is that how it's supposed to look? Okay. Let's use another glass. I want to get it already into the glass and have it start airing out a little bit. So let's pop this bad boy. Always this thing, I swear. I hate these little plastic things. Like, I like them because they actually keep everything secure. I hate them because they take forever to take off. So we got that off. Let's pop this bad boy. Let me put it up to the mic. That was a freaking awesome pop. I'm happy with that. That gives me good hope. Okay. It's a nice size pour. All right, guys. So we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do the free raffle later in a little bit. And for that free raffle, all you got to do is, like the other live streams, all you got to do is put in the hashtag word that I put in there, and you can win a 2-ounce sample of this. That smells lovely. When you smell the hazmat ones, like the nose on it, the notes, it kills you. Like the ethanol, like kills your freaking nostrils. But this is like nice and light and airy, if that's a thing. Almost like caramel popcorn. A little bit of powdered sugar. You're getting like a wood, but it's like I don't know, maybe it's power of perception. If you've ever been to the Jack Daniel's distillery and they have those wood logs or wood staves or whatever it is that they burn, that's what I'm thinking of as I'm smelling this. Because you kind of get that smell, not like a smoked wood smell, but like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's almost like a soaked wood. Like if the wood is like soaked in whiskey, I guess. And the thing with Jack Daniels is that a lot of people get bananas. So I do get sometimes a banana note. And I'm getting that a little bit here, but not that much. Graham crackers. Damn. I am digging this, y'all. I'm gonna let that sit there for a little bit. I'm gonna let that sit there. All right. So while I let that sit there, let's get into a little bit of whiskey news, right? So if you don't know, just poured. If you're just coming in, I just poured the Coy Hill. I went through some notes here, and let me know in the chat. Have you guys tasted Coy Hill? Anything at all? Not if you have a bottle, just tasted it, right? I know Coy Hill's been around for a while. This is the first bottle that I have. I've never had a bottle of it, and it took me trading a bottle and putting some money on top of it to actually get this bottle. So it wasn't completely secondary. No, it wasn't like secondary, but it definitely wasn't MSRP. And I didn't put all the cash for secondary, quite honestly. I traded a bottle that I didn't pay secondary for either. So yeah, you get what I'm saying. So it's the first Coy Hill that I have, and pretty sure I'm trying to do the same thing with a Tanyered Hill rye because I freaking love those, and I just am not able to get my hands on a Tanyered Hill rye, or haven't been yet. Maybe I'll wait the couple of years like I did with a Coy Hill to finally do some type of deal like that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it took me a while to get this bottle, and I honestly didn't care if it was hazmat or not. So that one came at a good price, so I got that. Let's get into whiskey news. And let me know in the chat, have you guys tried any Coy Hills at all? All right. So we got a little bit of bourbon news here for March 13th. Have you guys noticed that both February, if I'm not mistaken, and March had a Friday the 13th? It's a little weird, right? How many times has that happened? I don't know. For 2 consecutive months to have a Friday the 13th. So that's kind of weird. I'm not superstitious about Friday the 13th, by the way. I just thought it was a little bit too coincidental. But anyways, let's start with some whiskey news. All right. So I'm going to be jumping around a little bit. Can you guys see my screen? On my end, it looks like you guys can't see it. No. It says exit full screen. All right. Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. That is so weird. All right, can you guys see it now? You can see it. So what the hell? That is weird. I don't know why that happened like that. Oh well. Hey, it wouldn't be a live stream if you didn't have technical issues, right? That's what it is. But I think you guys can see it now. I was trying to present it, but it's saying that I need to present it differently. So yeah, you guys are seeing my projects there, which shouldn't be the case. Let me share this one. All right. Now you guys can see whiskey news. Perfect. 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 Cool. So, yay, little graphics and all that stuff. All right. All right. So let's get into this. All right. So Peerless. Peerless just announced of their debut distilling suite. That's a little weird. So I guess they basically teamed up with a hotel to bring a unique brand experience. Now, they partnered up with Kentucky Peerless Distilling Co. Peerless teamed up with a hotel, or the hotel paired up with Kentucky Peerless Distilling Co. And this is designed to celebrate Louisville's rich bourbon legacy. So basically, this is the Peerless Distilling Suite, and it blends a hospitality with an authentic distilling experience. So basically, you as a guest, you're going and to Distill's signature suite accommodations, and then you go take a tour in the Peerless, I guess, whiskey house, right? So it's cool. I think I don't know how it's gonna work, like what's the price and stuff like that, and how that actually works. But I mean, I think it's cool. It's a different type of experience that they're bringing to the market. So that's actually pretty cool. I commend them for doing something different, right? Cool. So then we got Bardstown is in the news. So Ashley Jackson from Bardstown was honored with the Steps Ahead Award. So if you don't know Steps Ahead, basically it's the 2026 Step Ahead Award. And basically this recognizes outstanding women and allies in manufacturing who drive impact from shop floor to the C-suite. So that's actually pretty cool. Hats off to Bardstown for always getting on the news. Now they did have one news that I didn't talk about that was on the negative end, talking about some harassment going on. So we haven't talked about that one. But in light of that, there's still positive news. So that's good. And I don't know, I've never followed up on that story. So I don't know really what happened with that one. But either way, congrats to Bardstown. Congrats to Ashley Jackson, because that is a really cool recognition and award. All right, we have some bottles that have come out and they're about to come out. So you guys should already know about the Heaven Hill 22 year. Don't know how that's going to be, but that's, pretty cool. It's probably a bottle that I will never see personally, but yeah, that's cool that they have that there. And I don't know. Do you guys think you'll get a bottle other than paying secondary for it? I don't know if I will ever see this. I mean, the 17s, the only ones I probably was able to see here was either the 19 or the 20. And I wasn't going to pay $400. So yeah, I decided to opt out of that one. But maybe you guys do see these in your area. Let me know. And then Maker's Mark just let us know about their 2026 release of their wood finishing series. And this one is called the Steward's Release. It's ranging between 109 and 113 proof and $75 again. And they're going to put out 2 this year. So it's going to come as 2 batches. So that's cool. I don't know if you guys remember, but they did that with the BRT and the FAEs, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully they're both good. And look at Maker's Mark for doubling down and putting, making us spend more money, I guess. So it is what it is. All right, let's go to the next one. Lost Lantern and High West, quite honestly. Let's talk about High West first. So High West is releasing their Cask Strength Bourbon. It's a new bourbon or Cask Strength blend of whiskeys, but it is a bourbon that they're releasing now. And it's not the first time that they do this, but it is their 2026 release, the 117 proof, and the ages of the bourbon in there range between 6 and 20 years. So that actually is something. So that's pretty cool. And I don't know, like I put High West on one of my videos where I said of companies that need to step up. So I guess there's a step in the right direction. It still doesn't make me want to go and get another High West, but you know, maybe it's calling some other people to the brand. So that's pretty cool. Now, Lost Lantern releases their high-low whiskey collection. So basically what they're doing here is that they're showcasing a collection of high proof and low proof whiskeys, all different styles. As you see there, has like from the Montgomery Distillery, from the Red River Distilling. They have the Fiddler Soloist, so that's from ASW. So it's actually pretty cool. Now, what I couldn't see is like, are they actually blending it or are they just releasing it? Like, for example, that Soloist from ASW, are they just adding it into their collection or are they actually blending it? Because then what is the difference between you just going to get an ASW Fiddler Soloist from ASW versus the Lost Lantern? And I couldn't see if they're actually like doing anything to it or if they're just adding it into a nice little Lost Lantern bottle or label. If anybody knows, let me know. So that's one question that I had on that, but so Remus is putting out their new, well, it's not a new batch. I was gonna say a new batch, but it's another experimental series. So I guess that is a new batch. And this is their first wheat whiskey in that experimental series. And it's pretty cool. I mean, I haven't tasted the first experimental series, but I heard that it's really good. So this one being a wheat whiskey, not a wheat bourbon, but a wheat whiskey, gives it a different style, a different mash bill, I guess. So yeah, it's a little different than a wheat bourbon because you have the corn from the bourbon. I don't know really the mash bill of wheat whiskeys. If obviously it's very much high wheat, but what's the rest of the mash bill? Do they have any corn in there at all? Because, for example, ASW has high wheat mash bill, but there is a high wheat bourbon mash bill. So I don't know. I'll have to taste it. I've only tasted wheat whiskey once, and that was, I believe, from Woodford. And I don't think I liked it. So yeah, we got that. So, Rotten Little Bastard. Never heard from them. They're out of South Carolina, but unfortunately, they filed for Chapter 7. So that's, even though I'd never heard of them, that's another whiskey distillery or craft whiskey distillery that isn't doing so well, and they filed for bankruptcy. So that sucks. Hopefully, that is not a trend going into 2026. All right, the Kentucky Bourbon Festival is back this year, and I believe they are celebrating, is it 35 years? I forgot the actual years that it is celebrating, but they are celebrating a milestone. 35th anniversary. They're celebrating their 35th anniversary. Tickets are going to go on sale soon. I just saw something like a dinner from New Riff, that if you sign up for that dinner with New Riff, then you get early access to the Bourbon Festival. So I don't know. I tried to go last year and I couldn't. So maybe I'll make it there this year. I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, I want to go one of these years because that is pretty cool. 2 years ago, I could have gone as media And then they denied me last year. So I had to actually pay for my ticket last year. And I lost out on that because unfortunately I had a customer meeting that I couldn't miss. So it is what it is. So that kind of sucks. All right. So Jim Beam, we all know that Jim Beam is doing their campaign, or they teamed up with Cadillac on the F1, and they already displayed their campaign, which they're going to make a video, and it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a video called Raised Together, and it's a brand film, and it's talking about the partnership between Jim Beam and Cadillac and F1. So that's pretty cool. I believe that's already out. I haven't seen it yet, but that's pretty cool that it's already out there. So go and check it out, guys. All right, Joseph Magnus. Some good news for Joseph Magnus. They're going to be now sending their stuff out to Australia. So that's some really big news for them, because before, I guess they weren't in Australia, and now they're going to be sending out their cigar blend, their Murray Hill Club, the regular Joseph Magnus, and then I guess some of their Fox and Odin double oak bourbon, which is under the Joseph Magnus name as well. And they're going to be releasing it and selling it now and distributing it out in Australia. So that's a step in the right direction, because that's a new market for them. So that's actually pretty cool. Shout out to Joseph Magnus. Ladybird, Garrison Brothers, Ladybird. And I promise this is the second to last story, and then we get back into the thing. Ladybird is going to be released again, I believe now in March. It's going to be released. And now there's a cask strength Ladybird. So that's pretty freaking cool. I mean, a single barrel, because there's always been, I guess, cask strength because it's 114 proof. But they also have a single barrel. So that's cool. I want to go one of these years to the release and Garrison Brothers, either for one of their special releases like this. Like, it would have been cool to go and get that Ladybird there, because I actually do like Ladybird. I think other than Guadalupe, I think that's one of my favorite ones. I just can't buy it because Garrison is expensive, man. I don't know about spending $200 on it. It's really good. I just don't know if it's $200 good. Guadalupe was like $150, $140, so I guess I could kind of justify that one. But $200, I don't know. But it is really good. I tasted it. It's awesome. I like it. So maybe for that or the Cowboy Bourbon, I'll be able to go to the Garrison Distillery. But let me know. Would you guys like to do that as well? Like, is that like you've probably seen the videos or pictures or whatever of like people lining up in their cars waiting outside the distillery. So I think it looks like a good time. Lastly, but certainly not least, our good old friend Doc over there at Old Fashioned Ways Plus is doing a freaking awesome giveaway, y'all. So basically, if you purchase one of his picks or both, you get entries into this awesome giveaway. So the prizes for this giveaway are a Thomas H. Handy, a Stag Junior 25C, or an Eagle Rare 12. So 3 prizes. All you got to do is buy his pick. He has 2 picks out right now. Calvados and I believe a cognac finish of the whiskey tree. And if you buy the bundle, you get 20 entries. And if you buy a single bottle, you get 5 entries. So that's a really good freaking giveaway. Shout out to Doc. And that's awesome that he's doing that. So if you guys have not purchased his picks yet, now is the time to do it, because that's freaking awesome. And if you already did, you're already in on this. So help a brother out. And yeah, that's an awesome thing, because you could win one of those prizes there. And that is it, guys. That is our whiskey news. Told you it was gonna be harmless, maybe. All right, guys. So there you go. Torup put it there. Thank you, Torup, for putting that there. He put it there for the Patreon, where you guys can go and check out the link and be able to purchase that or this one. So he put there both picks. So thank you, Torup. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into this. I'm gonna let the Coy Hill sit for a little bit longer. Let's move to the Reveries. Let's pop this Reveries. Have anybody have Reveries out there? Reveries. Am I even saying it right? Is it Reveries? I know it's something new. I believe it's an NDP. Actually, this one says Copperhead Cask. I don't know. But have you guys had this before? And it doesn't have to be this one. Just any Reveries. I know there's like older ones there. Damn. This thing doesn't want to come out. What the hell? All right. We got it. We got it. There you go. Let's pop this bad boy. That one was different, but I still like the pop. That looks clean. I mean, they're all clean. It's just some of them might have a little bit of dust. I believe I dusted all of them. Oh, come on. So Rye Guy was the one that put me onto this. So shout out to Rye Guy. If you guys know Rye Guy, he is an awesome dude. And it was him and his group that picked this one. I believe his group, I don't know if it's Foolproof Whiskey. I didn't get the name of his group, so sorry, Rye Guy. If somebody knows there, let me know. But yeah, I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this around. I've been seeing people do. I've been seeing people do a lot of like reviews on these. It hasn't been the 7-year one, but I've seen other like I don't know, like a 12-year, a 10-year, a 13-year, or whatever. So don't know too much about it, but I have seen that people are kind of it's blowing up, right? So. I like the color. I'll tell you that. It's very dark. So Torup said, Copperhead is great. Glad Rye Guy talked me into buying 2, honestly. Okay, nice. That's awesome. Henry, what's up, brother? Thanks so much for being here. Cheers, man. Yeah, it's a pretty cool knife. It works. Let me see. What did Torup say? So Torup, yeah, I need a Reveries 12 to 16 year, but the 7 and 8 are quite solid to me. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean they're kind of expensive when you start getting into like the older years, like the more aged. They get expensive, right? That and there's another one, Provenance or something like that are starting to come out. So this Reveries, I mean, Reveries, I've heard of Reveries since last year. I just never got one until now. Well, until like this one came out. Now, I will say, this smells really freaking good. It's almost like a brandy type of smell. So a lot of brown sugar, like a little caramelized, like burnt caramel. You got the dark fruits, but it's not like just regular dark fruits. It's like dark fruits with like some like caramel drizzle on top of them. So Rob shared pour sells both of them. Are they still selling this this one? Because I think this one is sold out, but they probably sell a Reverie 7. So what exactly is Reveries? Like where is it's an NDP, I'm assuming. But where's it from? Distilled in Kentucky, bottled in Middleburg, Virginia. I know nothing about Reveries. Damn, you're getting some like a really like candied vanilla. Hey, what's up? Show me the proof. Thanks for getting here, man. Appreciate you. Happy 13th. Oh, Pizza Warlord. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, yeah. I know that it. Well, I assume that it has something to do with Take 8, or Take, or what, however the hell you call them. But where do they source? Do we know where they source from? It says distilled in Kentucky, so I mean that could be anywhere. And I don't know the mash bill. I'll tell you one thing. This freaking the nose is amazing on this. If I could judge this just by the nose, I'd say this is a freaking banger. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm getting like all types of like sweet notes. You're getting like brown sugar, you're getting like burnt caramel, you're getting some like candied vanilla. You remember the little Tootsie Rolls that were like vanilla cream or whatever? Like that's what I'm envisioning. You're getting some dark fruits, and I'm envisioning like dark fruits and like Cool Whip, you know? It's good. I okay. On the nose, it's good, but let's go in for a taste. Let's see. Does it stack up to the nose? Cheers, y'all. That's good. That is really freaking good. And yeah, it definitely stacks up to the nose. Like a lot of the notes on the nose are on the palate. It's like rich and creamy. Like I said, like that vanilla Tootsie Roll before, but it's like a vanilla cream. Cheers. You're getting a little bit of ethanol on the back end and a little bit of like spices. You're getting like it's almost like a peppercorn spice. Maybe some rice spice, but definitely like a peppercorn spice, like a black pepper spice. That's not too spicy, quite honestly. Um, but you definitely get that. Now, this one is, I don't know if I said it before, 126.3 proof. And this says cask number 25,000. So 25,000. On the back, it's 25,000 copperhead. And says experience the reveries, a dreamlike state fueled by select, rare, handpicked casks. These releases, represent cherished whiskeys from casks quietly procured over the years. Always cask strength, never filtered. I'll tell you one thing. I love the bottle. kind of gives me notes of like 2XO right there. But like if 2XO had a cooler brother or cousin, I don't know. This is good. This is really good. I definitely recommend it. And thank you to Rye Guy. I know he's not here, but thank you to Rye Guy for recommending that I get this. This is freaking good. That's probably one of the better ones that I've tasted this year so far. Did that come out last year or this year? Because now I'm trying to think. Can I actually put it on my list of top 2026? I don't know if it came out last year or this year. Cheers. I'm gonna leave a little bit there because towards the end I want to do like a side-by-side comparison on all of these. Right? Obviously, that one is more stacked up to the Coy Hill because the Heaven Hill is only 107 proof. So it has a little bit of a disadvantage there. But yeah, this Reveries really surprised me. Again, know nothing about it. I think it's freaking amazing. It's 26 for you, 25 for the rest of us, like November. Okay. So I must have bought it like back then and I just never popped it. I know I bought it before it like sold out, obviously, because Rye Guy, you know, gave me the heads up. But I didn't taste it in 25. I can't put it, but maybe it'll come out like as a honorable mention. But this is really good. I really like that. That's freaking good. Thank you, Rye Guy. What's up, Matt? Everybody go and check out Whiskey Wisdom. Matt is an awesome freaking dude. The first Reveries release of 26 was the 17 year, I think. Okay. Yeah, but then they start getting expensive at that age, though, right, Pizza? I don't know. Like, I don't know. It starts hitting like that buff turkey type of price, you know, like when you get like that buff turkey, like that 16 year or whatever, that's like over $250. That's a little that's a little harsh for the wallet, you know. So yeah, I don't know. But that is pretty freaking good. I like that. All right, guys, I'm going to do the free giveaway. So give me 1 second and I will put the hashtag there. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Easy peasy. Hashtag Coy Hill, and you get entered into the 2-ounce sample of this Coy Hill. Again, 123.9 proof. So hashtag Coy Hill, and you guys are entered in. Now, we also have the $5 super chat and Venmo and PayPal giveaway, and that will give you 2-ounce samples of the Coy Hill, the Heaven Hill 90th, the Reveries 7, which is freaking amazing. Wow. And that's one. And then on the other end, we have the trail mix from Wilderness Trail. I think this is cool. Again, I said it before, but I really do think this is cool. Had to buy myself one, and then, well, I might do the other one as a giveaway as well at some point. But I think this is cool because it gives you all the ones from Wilderness Trail. And I love that name, Trail Mix. That's freaking cool. So 2 giveaways, Super Chat, Venmo, PayPal. Every $5 gives you an entry to win on that. Hey, what's up, Big Vic? Thanks for being on, brother. Appreciate you. Cheers, Vato Loco. There you go, man. Darth Raider 79. I love that name. That's awesome. Oh, what's up, Jason? Hope all is well. Sorry I've been gone for so long. Lots of life things. Yeah. Life gets in the way, man. Mr. Tom Black. What's up, brother? Thanks for being here, man. Ernie, what's up? Thanks for being here. Cool. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? Foolproof Hunter. What's up, man? I don't think I said cheers to you. Thanks for being here. Anybody else that I missed? Shh, Daddy's working. Thanks for being here. That's a cool name. So what's up to Josh? Gotta head out, but before long, wanted to show up and support you. Oh, thanks, Jason. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for being here. All right. So yeah, put that. Oh, damn. Henry, you are freaking awesome. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. That gets you some entries in there, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's that Reveries. Dude, I freaking loved that one. I want to keep drinking, and I guess I could keep drinking because I could fill up my glass again, but I don't want to just drink the Reveries. This one was really freaking good. Marty, what's up, Marty? Thanks so much for getting in on this. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. You are awesome. All right. What's very cool pizza? All right. Heaven Hill 90th. Again, I already popped this, already did a review that I have not edited yet. And quite honestly, I don't know if I'm going to put out. I don't know. I do a lot of videos that I don't edit and they just stay lost in the universe, I guess, because they never get edited. I never put it out. And then when I go back to it, it's already like way too old. Like, I don't know if you guys notice a little difference here, but this is new. Well, it's not new. I actually had it over here in this corner and I moved it from that corner to here. So now I shot some videos that's a little bit different. I got this, that's new. This little like stand. Shout out to Garvey because they sent me that. And that's pretty cool, but it's new, right? So there's some new stuff. And then when I get back to actually those older videos to edit them, I just end up deleting them because they already lost their shine, I guess. But F it, do it live, right? Heck yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now, man. That is what I'm going to do right now. So, Heaven Hill 90th. So first off, I got to tell you, I freaking love the presentation of this Heaven Hill 90th. It got me. You guys know I am a Booker's guy. And while I do love the taste of Booker's, I think I like the whole presentation of Booker's as well, right? So, yeah. Comes in this cool little box. If I could put this box up here with it in it, I would. I got to put more like special stuff up, like more shelves for like special stuff. But I really love the presentation. Plus, the bottle Looks really cool. I like that they went with like the Heaven Hill 17, 18, 19, 20 type of bottle and presentation. But my whole thing with this, right, I will say, is that if you guys don't know, which I think I've said it a lot of times, has hold up, sorry. Let's go my brother. Oh, thank you so much, Tor. Appreciate you. I'll drop the box and it's $30 less than I would back it up myself. Right? 107 proof barrel entry. Yeah. How is the Jimmy's batch from Booker's? I will get to that in a couple of minutes. Lip service, but I liked it. I don't think it was my favorite batch last year, quite honestly, but I think it was all right. So my whole thing with this is that at first I thought it was just a glorified 7-year bottled and bond, right? Even though I know it's more than 7 years and all this and that, and it's like 107 proof versus the 100 proof that the bottle and bond was, but I don't particularly like the Heaven Hill bottle and bond. It's okay. I'd rather, like, there's so much other stuff from Heaven Hill that I'd rather buy, even at the low price that we see here at our local Sam's Club, which I think it's like $35 here at my local Sam's Club. I don't like the Heaven Hill bottle and bond. So I could have gotten this. Like when it first came out, and I was so on the fence because I was like, I'll taste it first. And then I did taste it, and I was like, damn it. It's good. It's good. I tasted it out of bottle share. And since then, I was on the hunt for it. So I finally was able to get one, and I did that review. By what I just said about the Heaven Hill bottle and bond. I did the review, and then I put it up against the Heaven Hill bottle and bond. And from what I just said about that bottle and bond, you guys can probably guess what happened during that review or that blind battle. Yeah. Probably what you guessed happened, right? But I'm really digging that all of these have like a darker bourbon color. It is, I love it. I hate it when bourbons are like really light, right? So got ourselves a good pour here. Look at those freaking legs. Can you guys see that? Damn. So people were talking about this. They were saying how good this was and this and that. And, some people just hype stuff up. They just jump on the bandwagon and everybody hypes it up. But yeah, when I tasted this, I was like, damn it, I need to get myself a bottle. So 107 proof barrel entry, just like it was when they first started doing it at Heaven Hill. That's why it's called the 90th anniversary from 1935 to 2025. And I guess something else that I have to call out is that, is it just me, or I didn't have this in 2025, but I'm assuming that if I did, it would have came out on my top whiskeys list of 2025. Well, and what I mean by I didn't have this is I didn't have a bottle. I tasted it and I thought it was good, but I really didn't sit there. It was a bottle share. So you're tasting a lot of stuff. I was like, oh, it's good. I need to get myself a bottle. But you don't really like decipher it unless you like really sit down with it and like go through it. Now, I was confused to the fact that why wasn't there many people that had it on their list of top 25s? Because I really think this would have made my list, judging by what I've had already. So again, you guys already know where probably this is going, but I will do a live review for you guys. I don't know. I was confused by that because, and not just by my taste, but a lot of people kept talking good about this bottle. So then why didn't a lot of people put their money where their mouth was, right? I don't know. That nose. Wow. I am smelling some really good stuff today. And we got the Jack Daniels that's like curing over there. So I am looking forward to that one. But this nose, guys. All right. So it's giving me like, it almost gives me a little bit of like what Elijah Craig barrel proof gives me, like the like toasted caramel, a little hint of like tobacco, like a little hint of like leather, that vanilla, that cherry. And actually, it's more like a cherry vanilla. I'm a big sucker for the nose of things, right? And if I don't like a nose on a bourbon, it kind of throws everything off for me, right? I believe that, and that's why I don't like Amberana. To me, Amberana smells like cat piss. It could be the greatest thing in the world, but if I go to drink it and I'm smelling cat piss, I'm not gonna like it, right? But yeah, it all took, for me at least, it starts with the nose, right? You're getting some like spices and maybe some cinnamon. But it goes like sometimes when you smell like an Elijah Craig barrel proof, you get that like hit of the ethanol. This has like no hit at all. It's just like you guys know how Elijah Craig or Heaven Hill put out that Elijah Craig cologne. Like I would love that. Has anybody smelled that thing? Has anybody gotten that cologne yet? But I got to see if it's still even available. But if the cologne can smell like this, I would wear that crap all the time. Yeah, that's good, y'all. Let's go in for a taste. Cheers. So it hits you at the beginning with a little bit of like a sting, right? It's letting you know that it's there. It hits you with a little sting, maybe like a little bit of a rye spice, maybe, or like that cinnamon spice it hits you with, and then it turns all like sweet, at least for me. I'm getting like some like, I don't know, grapes, almost like a grape jelly. It has that like effervescent of like, is that the right word? Effervescent. The little bubbly stuff that soda gives you. What is that? It's not, is it carbohydrates? No. I don't know. I thought it was effervescence. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I'm getting definitely dark fruits, but I'm getting more something else there. And I can't decipher if it's like a pear or like a green apple. Cheers. Am I crazy to think that it also has like that maple syrup? Has like a tiny bit of like maple syrup. I don't know. I'm a fan. I definitely am a fan of this. If you couldn't tell already, again, I think that if I would have tasted it before in 2025, well, if I would have had a bottle in 2025, I would have definitely, it probably would have made my top 10. It probably would have made my top 10 because it takes me back to, y'all remember, and now when I get into like an Elijah Craig barrel proof, I'm, it's not like it used to be to me. You all remember like a few years back when you got that new batch of like Elijah Craig barrel proof, and you're like, oh my god, this thing is so freaking good. I'm talking about like B520. I have a B519 that's freaking amazing. But even like the later ones, like the 21s and the 22s, right? You get that home and you're just like, damn, this is what it's about. Like that 12-year old, you only paid like 70, $80 for it, and you're just like, this is freaking awesome for what I paid for. That's what I think about this, right? Now, yes, it's a little bit more pricier. Because if you compare it to an Elijah Craig barrel proof, right? Off the bat, obviously the Elijah Craig barrel proofs has more proofiness, and it's cheaper. This is MSRP $130. I paid a little bit more. I think I paid like $40 more, $50 more, something like that. Unfortunately, that's what the store had it for. But yeah, I think like $40 more. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about the price. That I am on the fence about. Because is it really 100? Let's use $130. Is it really $130 bourbon? But then I go back to my good old friend, Old Forester 1924. And if we're comparing apples to apples, how can I think that the $115, $120 price of an Old Forester 1924 is justified when I don't think that this Heaven Hill, I mean, it is 9 years old, I believe, 107 proof is justified to have almost the same price range? I don't know. So that's my conundrum. Like, that's what I'm dealing with, because right off the bat, I felt like I don't want to spend this money. But if you spend that money on an Old Forester 1924, why wouldn't you spend it on a Heaven Hill 90th? You got what I'm saying? I don't know. Torb, you use the Kenzie glass every Friday night? Awesome. Appreciate you, brother. I really enjoyed my whiskey corner glass as well. Thank you, James. Glad you guys liked it. Add some burnt, buttery, creamy noses. Oh, yeah, that is true. Some burnt, buttery, creamy. Yeah, I got that. Dogs over cats. I mean, I have to admit, I like dogs over cats as well. Didn't care for the 90th. Okay. Okay, Brian. You didn't care. So, Brian, what I'm trying to kind of figure out your palate. Because we did talk about some bourbons that you did like. Obviously, you like that Sagamore rye. And thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. So Brian was able to get one of our picks of the Sagamore 9-year, the North Tampa Bottle Club pick, and he's been sharing it, and he likes it. So that's awesome. But I'm trying. So that's a rye, though. I'm trying to see what your palate is on the bourbons. That's why, like, at that bottle share that you came to, I was trying to see what you liked and what you didn't like. Right. So I don't know. What are some of what are some things that you've had recently that you really like? I guess I'll ask it like that, Brian. I passed on the 90th. Elise, not good, not great. The last Ellie was 17. Not Bernheim fan. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not such a big Bernheim fan either. I will say that. So I pointed, she picked it up. Okay, awesome. Thanks for sharing, Pizza Warlord. I have had a lot of HH, and I'm up in the air with it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, where it gets me, I think that's really good. Where it gets me is the price. But then I don't want to be a hypocrite because I'm one of the guys that it's like, I don't like the price on Old Forester 1924 either, but I could see how they got there. So why can't I see how they got to the price of the Heaven Hill 90th anniversary? You know, like that's my like that's what I always fight, right? All right, so let's do this giveaway. This is for the free giveaway. You have to be here. If you're not here, we're going to the next one. So just to let y'all know. And you literally have like 30 seconds to put in hashtag Coy Hill. If you just came in, if you're new, I'm giving away a 2-ounce sample for free of the Coy Hill that we're tasting tonight. And you have about 30 seconds to put in hashtag Coy Hill. All right. You guys can see it there. Yes, you can. Coolio. All right, 26. I'll give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going. PZP6R8. Congrats. I got to take a picture of that. Congrats. Appreciate you. You got to let me know that you're here. So put something in the chat. Put something in the chat. Congratulations and rigged. Josh. What are you talking about, Josh? You won the last free one. Come on, man. All right, he's here. All right. All right, man. So I don't think I have your address. So SFO Whiskey Corner. And guys, if you win something and I don't get back to you right away, don't fear. I will get back to you on that email address. It's just that usually these are because these are on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I spend time with the family, so I'm not really looking at emails. So if I don't get back to you right away on email, just know I probably received it and I am going to get back to you. So just wanted to put that out there because I don't want people. How do you even pronounce PZP6R8? I believe it has something to do. I'm assuming it has something to do with the car because he has a cool car. I think that's a Corvette. Yeah, it looks like a C8 Corvette in the. Oh no, that's a C7 Corvette. It looks like a C7 Corvette in the in his picture. So I don't know, but I'm assuming that name has something to do with the car industry. It's a buy at Pizza 80, 115, 10 year. 80. Are you talking about the 1924 Toro? Okay, so we're going to debate that. So how can, if you are talking about the 1924, which I'm assuming, Bernheim 20. Okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about the 1924 because I was like, let's debate that a little bit, Toro. So PZ is Dan. So congrats, Dan. Thanks so much, brother. It's easier to pronounce after having a few Coy Hills. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. All right. And talking about the Coy Hill. So right now, we've had the Reveries. We've had the Heaven Hill. I gotta probably pour a little bit more of the Reveries. And now we are going to the Coy Hill. And then we're going to put them side by side against each other and see how they stack up against each other. Not that I'm expecting anything one way or the other. Let me get some water. All right. So let's go back to some of these notes. So brown sugar, some caramel, dark fruits. I am getting a tiny bit of bananas. Now, this has been sitting here for a while. It's been like almost an hour that it's been sitting here, right? So it's definitely gotten a lot of air already, right? Do you guys, and let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys ever look at the actual like barrel house that it was bottled in? Does it even say it? I don't think it says the barrel house, but it says the barrel number 2407290. Limited bottle CHBH8 04188. I thought it used to give you more information here. So this is a 2024 release. Again, it is around 11 years or almost 11 years because it was bottled in 23. I mean, it was distilled in 13 and bottled in 24. So almost 11 years. I am getting more bananas now. Not too much though. Like I don't like when people say, "Oh, Jack Daniels is all bananas." It's not. It's really not. But I am getting like a little bit of banana bread. You do get like you do get that cinnamon, that vanilla. And I think yeah, caramel popcorn. Like I'm getting like a caramel popcorn smell. Well, not a popcorn smell, but like a caramel popcorn taste on the nose, if that makes sense. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go in for it. Let me a little bit more water. Is what I've been waiting for. Cheers. That's really good. So it takes like a sweet-ish type of taste, which is kind of throwing me off a little bit. It's a little sweeter than what I thought. You're definitely getting like a creamy vanilla on it. You're getting like some oak, but it's a lot of like creamy vanilla and like I'm sorry to you say it like this, but gooey caramel. That I mean, it's just what's going in my head right now as I'm having this. Cheers. You're definitely getting like oak. You're definitely getting that. With a lot of Jack Daniels, I get the like chill filtering taste or whatever. Like Jack Daniels has a little bit of a unique taste. That's why I think on the last live stream that we did all together, um, Brian gave me a Jack Daniels, and it was a secret pour, so I didn't know what it was. And I think maybe I guess like Old Forester or something like that. And when he told me it was Jack Daniels, I was like, what? Because usually I get this like filtered taste, which I actually do like. And this goes right towards that. So Jack Daniels to me has that type of taste. I don't know. You know how you kind of associate a little some taste with some brands. Cheers. Like there's a horrible, uh, I guess, analogy or similarity, but Dicko, Flintstone vitamins. Not saying that this is bad like that, but you get to know certain brands or certain whiskeys by like their signature like smell or taste. Cheers. There's some like peppers. Like there's a good like pepper note in there, but then it's like you're getting like that cinnamon spice like towards the back of the palate as well. Torup said, "Oh, Scott is here. What's up, Scott? I didn't see he was here. Well, Scott was here. Live from the patio. What's up? Thank you guys for getting on. Appreciate y'all. I don't see Scott, but somebody said he was here. So what's up, Scott from Artfully Bourbon? Go and check out Live from the Patio. Go and check out Artfully Bourbon. Go and check out Whiskey Wisdom. Whiskey Therapy as well was here earlier. Jason was here earlier. Some great people are on today. It is that the face of Reveries was better. I'm not gonna say it was better. It was different, right? I think they're all good. I can tell you right now that the Coy Hill, to me, the Coy Hill is better than the Heaven Hill, and to me, the Reveries is better than the Heaven Hill. I can honestly say that. Now, between the Coy Hill and the Reveries, I don't think they're a good comparison to each other. They're different, right? But I mean, if I had them without knowing what they were, maybe I would pick the Reveries. The Reveries is really good. The Coy Hill I've already had, right? It's just which one, right? Now I really like this, and I am glad that I got this bottle. Cheers. And what I like about this, right, is that you're not there, like, it's not blowing out your palate with like the hazmat ones. I'm sorry, but it's cool to have hazmats and all this and that, and show off how much proof yours has. But if you're not gonna constantly drink that, then it kind of becomes a collector's piece, right? What I like about these, and you can agree with me or disagree with me, but what I like about these lower proof ones is that you can actually go to them and actually drink them, right? You don't have to make it an event of, oh crap, I'm gonna drink hazmat now, and this one does not disappoint. This is up there with some of the other Coy Hills that I've tasted. I hate when people say this, but I have to actually say it does taste like that. I hate it because everybody says Jack Daniels, Banana Fosters, but unfortunately, this does have that like that like taste from a Bananas Foster's type of thing, where it has the little liquid and you got the little banana bread and all of that. So it does have that type of taste. It gives me more bananas on the taste than it does on the nose, right? Which I'm fine with because I actually like that note from Jack Daniels. And no, Torb, that face that I was making was more kind of trying to see how this stacks up to other Coy Hills that I've had, I guess. That's what I was trying to remember. So we have a really we have a lot of cool people here, but and Josh knows and Jason knows, and well, and some of you guys, if you guys have got on the live streams last year, probably around this time last year, we have our friend Dave, Team Lazy Dave, that gets on, or that used to get on, and join the live streams, and he used to be on camera as well. And he just brings out stuff. Like, he's the one that gave me the 2-ounce sample of the Tanyard Hill Rye, because he just has a lot of stuff. Like, he's able to hunt and get a lot of stuff. So it was with him that I first tasted my first hazmat Coy Hill and my first lower proof Coy Hill, right? So I've tasted Coy Hill a lot. Now, I love the freaking smell of this. It's almost like a berries dipped in, like, I want to say it's like, all right, have you guys had the little chocolate things? I forgot what they were, but for our bottle share, that was our special bottle share. Our friend David, he brought like these little chocolate things that had like little liqueur in them. So it was chocolate. You bite into it and it has like little liqueur in there. So imagine that with caramel. Like, if you had like the caramel liqueur inside of that chocolate, that's what I am smelling and tasting. And not saying that it tastes like chocolate, but it gives me that like almost caramel liqueur type of taste. Cheers. So here's my take on these three. Coy Hill, definitely what I expected. Definitely. I really freaking like it. I'm glad I have the bottle. It's freaking good. Hands down. It is freaking good. Heaven Hill 90th, yes, I already reviewed it. I think it's really good. For what it is, I think it is really good. And I was more surprised about the Heaven Hill 90th because of I didn't really care for the bottle and bond so much, right? But is CH worth the 250 plus? All right. I'll answer this question. I'll answer that question like this. What else is worth $200? I mean, $250. We just talked about one, I think, during Whiskey News. Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon, $250. Now, not everybody will go and get that. I get it. Okay. I'm just using that as an example. For $250. Now, these Coy Hills obviously aren't $250 MSRP, but yeah, I paid close to, definitely paid more than MSRP. Was it worth what I paid for it? Yeah. I'm happy with my purchase. Is it worth the $250 plus? When you put it up against a Garrison Cowboy Bourbon, I'd rather take a Coy Hill. And I get it. Some people are like, oh, but it's hazmat and all this and that. And it comes in like a little coffin. Where is it? Over there. And it comes in like a little coffin. I don't know. I'd rather pay for the Coy Hill at 250 than a Garrison's Brothers Cowboy Bourbon. And I like the Cowboy Bourbon. I really do. I love that Cowboy Bourbon. I think that's the 24. Yeah, I think that's the 24. I like the Cowboy Bourbon. But if I was going to spend $250, and that's the MSRP on that, if I was going to spend $250, I'd rather spend that on the Coy Hill. So that's how I answer that question. Now, by itself, is any bourbon really worth $250 when there's cheaper bourbons that are good? I guess that's really what you have to ask yourself, right? I secured 8 Coys from 70 to 110 each best week I've had. Damn, Michael, that's awesome. Can you go and and bourbon hunt for me, man? Damn. Let me know let me know if you get some, if you can ever find a Tanyard Hill, because that's definitely what I'm looking for. And no, I'm not gonna. What is it secondary now? Like 500 or 600 bucks? It's crazy. But yeah, let me know, dude. I think they're worth 2 Benjamins. Okay, 200. Cool. Cowboy is worth 120 tops for me. Yeah, I don't think like, all right. And I'll tell you, I bought 2 Cowboy bourbons. I bought the 23 and the 24. And that's where it ended. Like, I know last year they had like that 10-year and all that stuff, but I was done. I'm like, I'm done paying $250 for that, especially when that 24 is almost full. Like, it has probably like 90% of it in there. Again, how many times are you really going to go and drink hazmat, right? And this is a question I'm going to ask you all 30-ish of you. Do you really, when you sit down and you want to drink something, do you really go so much for the hazmat bottles? Or do you use the hazmats as, kind of like a special pour, right? Case in point. This is probably one of my favorite hazmats. Shout out to Shane over there at Storytime. He put me onto this. This is the old J&M 13-year Barton, aged in port barrels. Really freaking good. This is up there as one of my favorites hazmat. I think there's a short barrel hazmat as well that I like, and then the syncopation I do like, although that's a little different. Just like the Garrison Brothers. Like, I can't really, it's not apples to apples, right? But do I go to that a lot? No. I go to it when I feel like something like a little extra, like that little extra oomph. And that's how I feel about hazmats. That's why it's like, I know hazmats are popular, but it's like, how many times are you really going to go and drink a hazmat? You're not going to have a hazmat night, right? Are you really going to drink a couple of pours of hazmat in one night? What's that saying? I feel sorry for your mother, or for your wife, or whoever the hell is going to take care of you after, or for yourself, because you're going to have a hard morning the next morning, and you're going to have a hard night. But are you really going to go and have a few pours of hazmat? No. I mean, most people won't. So that's how I feel about the hazmat one, right? I'll spend $250 on the JD21. Easy. Did it twice for a KC21. No regrets. You know, I've never tasted a KC21. I haven't yet. I haven't. But I don't like the 18. Well, I'm not going to say that I don't like it. I don't prefer the 18. I like it. It's okay. I don't think it's worth what I paid for it, honestly. And I'm a big Knob Creek fan. I like Beam. I like the peanuts type of taste of Beam. I do. Obviously, you guys see all the bookers. And there's more bookers right here. Well, bookers and little book right there. But the 18 was a little bit too oaky. The 15 was a little bit too oaky. So they're good. I just don't like going to it so much. So I haven't had a 21 because the 21 kind of goes the way I thought about the 21, and I can buy one right now for 250. Well, 250 plus shipping, because not in my area, but I know a site that's selling for 250 plus like $20 of shipping. So what's that? Plus tax. It's gonna be almost $300. Do I really want to spend $300 on a Knob Creek 21? I don't know. I've never tasted it, so I'm not gonna buy it without tasting it, right? What is blasphemy, pizza? What is blasphemy? Let me know. KC21 is good. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. I heard that it's really good. Little Book Infinite 2 is better than the 21. Well, then you just then I love you, James. I freaking love you because I love the Infinite 2. I love that Infinite Batch 2. And if you're telling me that it's better than the 21, then cool. I don't need the 21 because I know right now where I can go and get another Infinite Batch 2 for like 220, 224, 225 or something like that. And I'd rather spend that because I know I love that Infinite Batch 2 and I've never tasted the KC21. So I'd rather buy another Infinite Batch 2 than a KC21, quite honestly, as of right now, because I love that Batch 2 Infinite so much. Thoughts on the Calumet 18? I haven't tasted it, but I'll tell you this. I've tasted a few Calumets, and 16 is where I draw the line. Was there a 17? I believe there was. 16 was where I draw the line. And unfortunately, 16 for me, I liked 16. It was a little too oaky and a little too medicinal cherry for me. That's how I feel about the 16. Although I do like it, and I do have a 16. It's actually right here staring at me. I have a 14, a 15, and a 16 with the Calumets. But because that 16 was a little bit too medicinal cherry and too oaky for a little bit on that side, I didn't even try to get the 18. Plus, it's like $400. So, yeah, I haven't tried it. But have you tried it? Let me know. What are your thoughts? This is my Knob 18. And the incredible 21 year. I'm not dissing it, man. I mean, different strokes for different folks. If you like the 18, awesome. I know a lot of people that like the 18 here. And last year's 18, I didn't get, but I helped somebody procure it because they had it at my Costco. So I put it up on my the Bourbon group, the bottle group chat, and I helped two people get it because they had it on my Costco. I didn't get it. But then again, I like the Baker's 13, right? So, it all depends, I guess. But I'm glad that you like it, pizza. Blasphemy. I just grabbed the backup of one. Yeah, nice. Yeah, my total wine. Well, let me know, Tora, because my total wine, I believe, has it at 225. I believe so. I'll double check tomorrow. I can go by there tomorrow and double check. But yeah, they have a bunch of them in their glass cases right now. So that's what it is. All right, so let's go through after 16 the price. Yeah, double. Yeah, that was the thing, man. That's why I was like I was fine with paying like 130 or whatever I paid for the 16. They went up from the 14 to the 15 to the 16. But then when you go to like the 17 year and the 18 year, and then the one that they put in the little decanter, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying $300, $400 for a freaking Calumet. Yeah, that's not me. Right? Unfortunately, it costs 300. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I'd rather not pay that. I'm letting you know now. Yes. All right. So what's your top? Because I can't remember if it's 220, 240, or 250. Because I know ABC Wine and Spirits also has a bottle, and I believe theirs is 240. So what's your top? Let me know, Tor, or hit me up. Like I think you have my number. Text me or email me, and we'll talk. Never had the column at 14. Really like the column at 15 and 16. Never had the 18. Yeah, I never had the 18. I hear mixed reviews of it. I hear mixed reviews of it. All right, so let's go into these. So I'm not gonna flip them around because they're not labeled or anything, but I know which one's which right here in front of me. So by that same note, we're gonna go with the Heaven Hill first. Heaven Hill is in the middle. You have knob 15. Yes, I do. I like the knob 15, and I do like the 18. They're just not my favorites. Like I don't prefer them. They're too oaky for me. The knob 15 was the first one that was oaky for me, right? But when I put it up against the Jim Beam, this one, the Jim Beam lineage, which is 15 years old, I preferred this one, but it wasn't as oaky as I thought, right? So it wasn't as oaky as I thought. The 15 wasn't as oaky as I thought, but yeah, I do have one over there in a box still. All right. I bought that 15 a long time ago. Lip Service Crew. I bought that a very long time ago. All right. So here we got the Heaven Hill 90. Cheers. Okay. It's pretty good. I like that. I like that. I like that. So as of right now, I'm thinking the Heaven Hill out of these three is the lesser, is the little brother. That's the little brother right there. Now, question is that somebody asked me is, which one would I prefer out of the Coy Hill or the Reveries? That's a really good question, and I don't think they're a good comparison to each other. I think it's definitely not apples to apples there. So we shall see. Let me go. Wow. So by the way, after I drank the Coy Hill and I'm going back for it, it has more of a caramel and toffee type of taste now. I'm digging that. I'm definitely digging that. All right. So let me go in for the Coy Hill first. Cheers. That's really good. I like that one. That one's good, y'all. Sorry. I'm at the same time that I'm tasting these, I'm starting to put some of the names for the giveaway. 6, 6, 9. So if you see me doing other stuff, I'm trying to multitask because I'm trying to already start doing this. All right, so that's the Coy Hill. If you put in for the giveaway, or if you still want to put in for the giveaway, again, 2-ounce sample of the Coy Hill, 2-ounce sample of the Heaven Hill 90th, 2-ounce sample of the Reveries 7-year is one giveaway. The other giveaway is the Wilderness Trail Mix, where you get all 3 Wilderness Trails expressions. Yeah, that was the name. That Coy Hill is really good, guys. It's like I hate to say it because people like it's so redundant how people say it, but I truly am getting like a banana bread, like a banana, not a banana pudding or like a bananas Foster's or whatever, but it's more like a banana bread. I had this neighbor back when I lived in South Florida that she would give us like banana bread all the time. She was an older lady and she loved baking. She would give us banana bread all the time. And that's what I'm envisioning with that. Pizza Warlock, I gotta try the lineage. Still, it's really good. I love the lineage. Pizza, reach out to me, man, so we can talk about that. I want to try the lineage also. All right, James, reached out to me, man. I know you're a Patreon, so definitely reach out to me. Can't find the 15. Have you tasted it, Lip Service Crew, at all? Top is $2 million. What? Tore up email sent. Okay, cool. Thank you for sending that. All right. I'm going to start putting some of the names in the giveaway, by the way. So you might see me doing stuff on the back end. So I just had the Coy Hill, and it's really freaking good. Again, right? Because I had it already. But Tama D. All right. So now it's giving me more as the more I like drank on it and let it sit a little bit more, the more it's getting like sweeter, which is weird because again, the time that I've tasted a Coy Hill, it's been like tasting other stuff, right? People bring it for a share. I think the time that Dave brought those 2 Coy Hills, the hazmat and the lower proof one, it was at Jason's house where we had tons of whiskey that everybody brought. So it was like kind of like a bottle share. So I just tasted it and I was like, man, that's good. And you move on to the next one. But I've never actually had one that I just leave it in the glass and it kind of like, and as you drink it and as the air gets in it, it keeps going. Because now it's like I'm getting like that toffee and caramel smell. And then on the taste, it's like toffee, caramel, banana bread. So I hope that explains it a little bit because that's what's going through my mind right now as I am like drinking through it. Right? So just know that that's what's happening. But then we got the Reveries here. Now, if I got to tell you something about a whiskey that surprised the hell out of me, it was this Reveries. I didn't know what to expect with this. Never tasted Reveries. To me, it's another NDP, aged 7 years. So it's not like it's that, it's that old, but it really surprised me. I think it's like I said, if this was a 2026 release, I could see this coming out in my top 10 for 2026. It might even hit a I don't know, honorable mention at that point because it is that freaking good, I will say. Sorry, I'm putting in names, by the way. I'm trying to multitask, y'all. I got you, Henry, Whiskey Nose, and Ernie. All right. Marty and Ernie. And I know there's people that got me on Venmo and a PayPal, so I'll check that now, guys. Remember, you got to be here to win, so don't be leaving, y'all. Oh, come on. Are you freaking kidding me? No, don't tell me that those left. I don't know what just happened, but okay, cool. The where I was writing it, it all went blank, and I was like, no, because I was doing it for a little while already. I was like, no, don't tell me it went blank. All right. All right, so I think I got everybody in super chat. Thank you, everybody that's that contributed to this. Again, if you want some of these pours, the best way to do it is $5 for the entry. Every $5 gets you an entry into it. And that's what that is. Snake on a plane. Okay, off-topic whiskey. I don't know what you're talking about, but sure. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I don't know, Brian or Marianne? I'm assuming it's Brian. What's up, Bourbon School? Everybody go check out Bourbon School. Awesome, awesome people, both Marianne and Brian. The sheer panic, blank screen after working for a while. Oh, yes, man. That's what I just had right now. Same pour, 7-year with you and your lovely citrus tobacco, vanilla oak, savory pour right now. Okay. I am getting the citrus, by the way. You're right on that, man. All right, let me see if I got everybody here. Got Henry, Marty, Whiskey, no, Ernie, Michael, Jeremy, Tama, and Rob. All right. So I believe I have everybody there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. So I'll be checking. And if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm basically putting in names for our giveaway. So if you want to participate in our giveaway, which is going to be the 3 2-ounce samples of the Reveries 7-year, the Heaven Hill 90th anniversary, and the Coy Hill. That's one of the things. And then the other one is the trail mix from Wilderness Trail. And it's actually, that's what they call it, trail mix. I freaking love that name. I gotta send an email to their like marketing person and just be like, yo, you guys killed it with that name. All right, so cool. All right, I got some people here on Venmo. So I'm gonna put you guys in. Sorry, guys. Sorry if I'm not paying attention. I'm just putting people in. Want to make sure I get everybody. It's hard when you're by yourself, right? Because normally when I would do this with Jason, like he would talk to you guys while I'm doing this, but now it's like, hey, so please don't leave because I'm not paying attention to you. You guys gotta love my my dry humor. No, you guys don't like my dry humor. Whiskey. Oh wow! Thank you, Whiskey Wisdom. That was awesome. All right, I'm almost done here, y'all. All right, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. And let me just check PayPal. Again, if you want to come in on this, you probably have like a minute. I just gotta check PayPal, and then we're gonna run this, guys. I think I've went too long now. But before we leave, I am gonna let you guys know which one I prefer out of all of these. But you have to be here to win. So if you're not here, I appreciate the fact that you joined that you joined, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to move on. It's only fair. I've been saying that from the beginning. So I definitely appreciate you. Just know that being fair cannot do that. The sheer panic of the black screen. Cheers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody that's here. I'm going to share something real quick. Sorry if you don't want me to share this, but I'm going to have to share this. All right. Well, no, I'll just say it. So, Henry, I got you for Rob 2, Tamadroma 2, Jeremy 2, Michael B 1, Ernie 2, Whiskey Nose 1, Ernest 1, James C 2, James S 1, Mike Schneider 2, Whiskey Wisdom 4, WV Bourbon 1. If you didn't hear your name and you put something in, let me know, because I want to make sure before I run this. All right. I want to make sure that, because it's the reason I'm asking is because it's happened before, unfortunately. It's definitely happened before. And one thing that I did want to ask you guys is, how do you guys feel about Irish whiskey? And the reason I just thought about that is because you guys are talking about Found North. Did any of y'all get that Found North? I did not. No 2026 Peregrine for me, 250 delivered. Okay, again, please. Henry, I got you for 4. So let me know if that's good. I think that's good. All right. Good, thanks. All right, perfect. All right, so I didn't get the Found North, but let me ask you guys a question. Everybody that's here right now. Irish whiskeys. Who's interested in Irish whiskeys? And I almost did an Irish whiskey live stream today, but going back on my last few years of live streams and quite honestly videos as well, I could tell that the Irish whiskey ones weren't really that popular. A lot of people didn't really care so much for it. So I decided not to do an Irish one. But I do think that with obviously St. Patrick's Day coming up, it's only fair, and us being in March, it's only fair to do an Irish whiskey one. And I almost did a 4th bottle here, which was going to be the Blue Spot from Blue Spot from Mitchell and Sons, right? So I almost put that in here as well, but I knew it was going to be totally freaking different because I got a totally different taste from the Irish whiskeys. But I don't know, like I was on the fence, and I am going to put out an Irish whiskey video. You guys will see that on Tuesday, right on St. Patrick's Day. But I don't know. I was on the fence about doing it, and I just wanted to see what was everybody's take on Irish whiskey. So I know Pizza Warlord, you love Irish whiskey, so that's cool. And I like Irish whiskeys. It's not my preferred go-to, but I do like some of them. Cheers, y'all. So James hasn't had any Irish whiskey yet. Oh. Okay, maybe for my video on Tuesday, I'll do a giveaway on that. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. Most Americans have not tried the higher end Irish whiskey. So what's higher end, Pizza? Let us know. Because higher end, I think of just price, right? If it's so, I love Redbreast, and I know that they have some pricier ones, but then on that end, I think that Redbreast would kind of, I don't know, be better than a lot of these other higher end brands that I'm thinking about. For example, some of those spots are expensive. Like the blue spot was at first was expensive. I was able to get it on a trade for like $100, right? It was $100 bottle that I bought, or a $90 bottle that I bought, and somebody traded with me. So that's how I was able to get a blue spot. But at that same time, blue spots in my area were going for like $300 or like 200 and something bucks. Now the gold spot at my local Total Wine is like, I think it's come down in price, but when they first put it in the little glass case, it was like 300 and something dollars. I'm like, I'm not paying that for a gold spot. I think now it's like 200 and something dollars, but still, I don't want to pay that for a gold spot. Yeah, Redbreast is good, Henry. I like Redbreast. Jason has a few of them, Whiskey Therapy. He has a few of them, and I really like those. The ones that he has. I only have the 12-year, the regular 12-year. I don't have the cask strength one. I believe Jason has the cask strength one. He has the PX Sherry one. I had the La Style one that I finished here. I like that one. I haven't bought it again, though. Price-wise, most pay under $60 a bottle. Okay. So what are some good ones that you like? Red spot, green spot, blue, yellow. I don't know. I have the yellow here. I have the red. Yeah, I have the yellow here. I have the red somewhere. No, I don't have the red. I have the green. I have the yellow, and I have the blue. I just got the blue last year sometime. I have all the Redbreast and spots. So do you have that gold spot? Is it worth the price? Pizza? It is crazy about mine from Ireland. This was cheaper to buy. Damn, that's crazy. That it's cheaper to buy in Ireland than to get it here in the States. That is crazy. You should email and talk. I will send you some. All right, cool. Yeah, you let me know, pizza. All right, guys. So we're getting down to the end of it. All right. I'm really on the fence about these two. For my taste right now, I will say that the Reveries kind of took it a little bit over the Coy Hill. A little bit. Just because I think it was so it surprised the hell out of me. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. The Coy Hill is really freaking good, and I really do not regret buying this bottle and paying for what I paid for it. But the Reveries, for what it was, I think it was like $100. 7 years. It really surprised the hell out of me. So I honestly, as of right now, if I were to blind these, I would assume that it would be Reveries, Coy Hill, Heaven Hill, 90th. That's how I would see it right now. If I were to blind these. Now, obviously, I'm not blinding these, but I think I would do it like that. The Coy Hill is really good, like I said, but that Reveries really surprised me. And the Heaven Hill, it's good, but I don't think it was as amazing as the other two. So yeah, good pick, Rye Guy and his group. I don't know what's the name of his group. I love Gold Spot 9. The new Gold Spot 13 is overpriced. Okay. Yeah, that's what the 13th is the one that's on my local Total Wine. Keeper's Heart, Cask Strength, Irish Bourbon is the best. I have the Keeper's Heart non-cask strength. I saw the cask strength today, and maybe I should have bought it. I didn't want to. So I'm trying to not buy so many whiskeys. And quite honestly, I'm about to start putting some whiskeys up for sale. I really need to, and I know every whiskey drinker says this, I really need to reduce my collection. I have a crap load of floor whiskey that I need to get rid of. Um, a lot of times I do a review and then I put the bottle on the shelf or on the floor or whatever. And that's the last time that I go back to that bottle. You know, good problem to have, first world problems or whatever. But I need to do something with that bottle. So eventually I'm going to start bundling up these bottles and like selling them off or whatever. It just gets hard when I have to ship it. That's when it's really hard, but whatever. What up, Bourbon Bill? Another great channel on here. What's up, Bourbon Bill? Love that. Bourbon Bill, he's awesome. Great channel. Hope you've been well. I've been well, man. I have been good. We haven't talked in a while, so I need to hit you up, man, and we need to talk. In the Northeast, a bourbon lover, try Dead Rabbit. Okay, Dead Rabbit. If in the Northeast and a bourbon lover, try Dead Rabbit. So is that a bar? Pizza Warlord? Clone. So I have heard of clonakility. I believe last year when we had Stacy on, doing a blind with Stacy, she sent us that and she actually mentioned it. So hey, if it's not only on Patreon, I'd buy some, most likely. Yeah, it's not gonna be only on Patreon. Quite honestly, to be totally truthful, I will try to get rid of them locally first so I don't have to ship. But if you're really interested, let me know. I have to put a list together. Let me know. Send me an email, sflwhiskeycorner@gmail.com, and we can talk, man. I can let you know what I have because not all of them are going to be open bottles. I do have some closed bottles that I'm just going to get rid of because I've either had them before or I'm never going to get into them, right? I have way too much stuff. Again, first world problems, but it is what it is. Powers John Lane, 12 years, great. Yeah, Bourbon Bill is awesome. And Bourbon Bill, by the way, there was a channel that I forgot the channel. Oh, Brad's Bourbon Review, where he put out, people that YouTubers that he watches, and a lot of people, or I saw some comments talking about your channel, man. So great channel. If you guys are not yet subscribed to Bourbon Bill, go and subscribe because he's a great dude and has great content. Still haven't found OH. Yeah, I haven't here. The old Overholt 12 has not been released here either. Like I can find it online, I guess. I just don't know if I really want to pay the shipping. Got one of the new Knob Creek Blenders batch, amazing for $45. Huh? Okay, I might have to try that, Bourbon Bill. Thanks for that. Powers SC is even better, but not in the U.S. Okay. Gold Spot 13, but for $125. Yeah, because here they're like $250, man. Let me know as well, Carlos. I might be interested in something. All right, cool. I'll let you know, James. I'll let you know for sure. Bourbon Bill is a fun channel to watch. Yeah, Bourbon Bill is awesome. There you go. Rob said the same thing that I said. Bourbon Bill is awesome. All right, guys. I'm going to be doing this. Let me see. I don't have anybody else on Super Chat. Don't have anybody else on Venmo, I don't think. All right, so PayPal. Nobody did PayPal, I don't think. We're good on PayPal. Venmo. Cool. All right, guys. Let me do this. Let me share this. And we're going to be doing the giveaway. So you guys let me know. Which one do you guys want to give away first? The trail mix or the 3 2-ounce samples? Let me know. All right, we have the Leprechaun race. Heck yeah. because it's almost thing. Why isn't this going down? All right, there we go. Cool. All right, because it's almost St. Patrick's Day, so why not have a leprechauns race, right? Let's do 1 minute. I'm not trying to stay here for so long, guys. Sit. All right, I'm gonna turn the music off. No, turn the music off. We can leave the things on, and let's shuffle the characters. How many times, y'all? How many times do we shuffle? Samples. Okay, everybody wants to do the samples first. Did you win, Big Vic? I haven't done it yet, but we're about to go. Vic, did you put in? Oh, for the free one? No, you did not win for the free one. You did not. Somebody else did. But thank you for trying. Appreciate you. 4. So show me the proof said 4. Okay. So 4 it is. He was the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. So this is for the 3 2-ounce samples. Heaven Hill 90th anniversary, Reveries 7-year, and the Jack Daniels Coy Hill. Maybe I should have put it for like 30 seconds because it's like, this is not, I guess if you don't have the music, it's a little like boring just to see some leprechauns walk on a green field. Well, whatever. We only have 20 seconds left. All right. We could talk for 20 seconds, right? Are you guys still drinking something? What do you guys still have in the glass? Let me know, because we got another one of these to do afterwards. James C. Oh no, Whiskey Nose is coming back. James, will you be able to do it? Oh my God. James. Dude, you were like this close. Oh no, but Tama Drummer, I think was gonna, yeah, even Tama Drummer kind of passed you, dude. Damn. Well, Marty, you won. Let me take a picture of that. That was the 3 2-ounce samples. But wait a minute, Marty, are you here? I hate to do this, but Marty, somebody text Marty. Is he here? Should I do that or should I just give it to Marty? What do y'all think? Should I just give it to Marty? Should I give it to Whiskey Nose? Someone hobbled Henry's leprechaun. Rigged, says James. Give it to him. All right. Show me the proof. You're a very nice guy. Give it to him, Jeff Castles. All right. So Marty won. Because I know, like, I know he usually does stuff with the family on Fridays. So I didn't think he was still gonna be here, but I still appreciate him like putting in for that. So there you go. Lucky. Yep. So congrats, Marty. You got that. So I'm going to remove the winner from the next race. Yes. And race again. All right. Are we going to shuffle these? You guys tell me. Shuffle or no shuffle? And if we do shuffle, what are we going to do? How many? 2, 3, 4, 5? Anything under 10. Do not tell me more than 10. 5. All right. Show me the proof said 5. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is for the Wilderness Trail Mix. And you know what, guys? Whoever wins this, I'll throw in a Reverie 7. It might be a one ounce pour of that, depending on what I have. Whatever I have clean, if I have the 2 ounce, I'll put a 2 ounce. If I have a 1 ounce clean, I'll do that. But whatever I have, you'll get I'll throw in there one of those so that you can taste that as well. So congrats to the winner that's gonna win this, because you're gonna get that trail mix and that Reverie 7 sample, so you can try it. And if you already have it, if you win and you already have it, then we can talk and I can give you something else. Oh crap, Michael Bortner! What? Michael, congrats! Are you still here, Michael? And then I'm gonna have to ask the chat again. Are we going to let him have it if he's not here? Michael, are you here? Somebody get Michael Bortner stat. Congrats, give it to him. All right, cool. Show me the proof. You are such a nice guy, dude. So I give it to him. All right, cool. So Michael won. We're gonna give it to him. And I'll give him that Reverie as well. I'll check with him to see if he has that first. Let me take a picture of that as well. And just so I remember. So I think I have Michael's. Who won the first one? Oh, Marty. I have Marty and Michael's address. Cool, guys. So thank you all for being here with me. I appreciate y'all. It's been a little hard. It's been a little different to do this by myself again, because I was already used to doing it with Jason. So it's been a little different. I don't know about the next live stream, but the next live stream will be around the middle of the month of March, and it is going to be anniversary for the Whiskey Corner. Whether it's with Jason or not, we are doing an anniversary live stream, because I believe April 13th is when the Whiskey Corner was actually born. It was my first video. So I don't know. We're definitely going to do something around that. Whether it's with Jason, with not, whether it's going to be here, we're definitely going to do something. So just stay tuned for that. I got a really cool theme, and I'm going to try to involve a trivia as well for that. I'm trying to see what's a good trivia for that. I'm trying to make not whiskey news so long. So we're going to do that. But guys, I appreciate all of y'all being here. Hey, what's up, Keith? Thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you. Keith is awesome. Yes, better late than never, man. Appreciate you being here. He needs to accompany his Coy Hills. Okay. I guess you're talking about Mike goes with age. Give it to him. Everybody loves Michael Bortner. Yeah, so the next one is definitely going to be like an anniversary for the Whiskey Corner. April 13th, I think, was the date. April 10th or 13th was the date that I put out the first video about maybe 5 years ago, I want to say. Damn, it's been 5 years, y'all. That's a long time. That's kind of, now that I think about it, that's kind of sad and happy. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so that's that is what it's gonna be. I'm gonna give away some bottles next month. So I already have 2 bottles that I'm already thinking of that we're gonna give away. It's not gonna be anything like crazy. You're not gonna get BTAC. Come on, guys. But they're gonna be good bottles, I think. So just stay tuned for that. I'm gonna put out what that's gonna be next in the next couple of videos. Next video that comes out is gonna be the Irish whiskey one on Tuesday. If you guys didn't see today's video, it is a video of bottles that I would repeat here in the Whiskey Corner if I saw them on the shelf. So go and check that out. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all. And I was going to do a Patreon live stream. James, I know you're here. I'm going to put it up on Patreon because you and Aaron are in the running for the bottle of the quarter. I don't know why my voice just changed. You and Aaron are in the running for the bottle of the quarter. So I will be putting that on Patreon soon. And then some more samples, which I don't know if you won, but there are some samples that some people won last 2 weeks. And there's going to be a new one. So just stay tuned, James. Thanks. And thank you for all the Patreons. Thank you for all of you that were here tonight. I appreciate y'all dearly. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me on a Friday night. We kind of went a little bit over, a lot over, honestly. I was trying to make this at least just 2 hours, but we went over like 36 minutes, almost 40 minutes. But I appreciate you all being here. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Hope to see y'all on the next live stream. And, well, I'm going to sign off here, guys. I appreciate y'all, like always. Thank you so much. And Torup, I will see your email. Anybody else anything that I said today you want to talk about, like some bottles that I talked about and that I might be able to get you, hit me up, SFL Whiskey Corner. If you won, SFLWhiskeyCorner@gmail.com or Instagram, Whiskey Corner FL. I guess you can reach out to me there too. But just let me know. We can talk about a pizza. Torup, James, let me know about some of the samples that you guys talked about, and we'll talk about that. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So till next time, enjoy the rest of your Friday and enjoy your weekend. Cheers, y'all.